Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of Warships. And we are starting off with a broadside Hindenburg, a nice Yamato salvo, and nothing happens. So this is one of my games, and well, I'm in Northern Waters on an epicenter game mode. There is a sub, but no carrier, pure Titan battle. Quite a few DDs as well. We shall see how this goes. I mean, we've started off strong, obviously, with, you know, a broadside Hindenburg. Well, we get another chance, and, well, slightly more happened, but somebody else got it. At least that's one less hint. Now, on our flank here, nothing much seems to be happening. I mean, it's possible that we just haven't seen any spotting yet, but usually, you know, you'd expect the enemies that are on this side to start shooting and get detected at this point. So I guess they really didn't send anyone here. Now I'm here with a Stalingrad mostly, so it's not like our team has a lot of ships here, but in that case we can just push more towards the center. Now in epicenter you obviously wanna have somebody contest the center and not ignore one of the circles either. But you kind of also, like in every game I suppose, you need to take care of your flanks a bit in order to not get surrounded or run into crossfires. Now if the enemy is leaving this flank to us, that's fine, I'll start pushing in there. And we will see if we can't get some nice lovely broadside shots at things. Not that, you know, it has yielded any results so far. But hey, there might be a patch or shootable soonish. Or maybe there is a gearing shootable. I mean, that works. Now, for some reason, that enemy gearing is just pushing in there. I think he wants to sink our sub. Like, it looks like he has decided to just, you know, use his depth charges here, but he's demonstrating very nicely why destroyers can't really deal with submarines, because I mean, maybe he sinks the submarine still, but it was a trade, right? The problem is, if you try that, if in a destroyer you are spotted, and if you're spotted in a destroyer, you're dead. So he might have taken out the sub, but if our team had been able to put out a little bit more damage, he would have died before he could drop, and then it would have all been for nothing. And now it just was a trade, you know. Anyway, we actually have the middle circle now. The enemy team isn't very interested in objectives, and it looks like I'm gonna be hugging Stalingrad here. I mean, it's okay, maybe some of that Stalinum will rub onto me, and I will get some additional plating on the Yamato. My cheek could certainly use it. But anyway, so we are capping the outer circle now. We have the middle circle. We might even be capturing the inner circle now. The enemy, basically, they have given up the flanks and the objective, and they are all blobbing on one side. Now, you never want to do that. But, you know. Actually, I've noticed in the last few weeks, the quality of play has been pretty horrendous. It's not like people have been all that great at the game in the past years, but recently it's like people are so much more afraid of objectives, I have a feeling. And it's just... I mean, ever since they've started testing subs, it's gone really downhill. But I guess the spreadsheet says it's fine. Oh well, let's see. We might have a Napoli coming around here. So the enemy has the Yamato obviously in the one line, as far away as he can get from anything. Then they have a Kremlin there. Like, I mean, the enemy is even slightly pushing this, but it's really pointless, right? They don't have objectives, and they all have the ships on one side. They have given up on the other flank. And so submarine here was spotted. I'm trying to use the minimap here, right? You can see the lob there on the minimap where I was aiming. So I tried to use the last spotted position and the minimap to try to guess where I could drop the jump. Now also, by the way, I'm pushing in here and I need to be very careful. If I push too far, then I will be the one in the crossfire between those ships there and the Slava and the Shikishima. Oh, there is a lovely citadel. Also, I'm definitely pushing into a sub. The thing is, as a battleship, also by the way I should heal. I'm getting a little bit jealous here. I definitely should use that heal. There we go. So, the thing is, right, if you have a sub basically in front of you, and you go like full speed in the battleship, they're very easy to dodge because the tracking stops in a distance where you can't dodge. And they're all going to be aligned, so you only need a slight adjustment, of course, to dodge them. Now, if you're sitting still, then there is no submarine torp dodging. Obviously, they'll just come for you. And I mean, you basically know this, I guess, from when you're fighting like British DD with single torp launch. Okay, so I was still moving enough, I guess, that I can... Can I dodge? Yeah. Well, I got one. The problem is also, right, if I turn too much this way, then the Shikishima will wreck. So I can see where the ping is coming from, so I just drop basically randomly in the direction of the ping and hope that... I mean, this is a fairly large area that I'm dropping here, so I'm hoping. The problem is, if I want to dodge torps, I basically need to go forward, right? So that I have the momentum to get out of the torp's way when the tracking stops. But if I go forward like this, then the Shikishima will wreck me. So we can now see the sub. We are going to drop some bombs on it, and it's diving again. So there is that. I'm getting pretty low on hit points here. Now ideally I kind of want to reverse to keep some distance to those battleships, but I mean, let's just face it, the sub's gonna get me. There is nothing I can do at this point because I can't push in full speed in order to get the dodges going. Well, I mean, the Shikishima is gone, that's good, because I no longer have to worry about that. I can't angle against the Shikishima, obviously you can go through my nose. I'm not well enough angled against the Slava necessarily. But there is also the Kremlin to think about. The best thing here though is that basically, you know, we just are going to win this soon on points. Because while I am a little bit too aggressive here in my Yamato, the enemy basically just hasn't taken the points. And my simple presence here has possibly discouraged some of them to be coming in here. And we'll just tick to 1,000 points, you know. It's like the enemy might still have ships, but their ships are pretty much useless where they are. And yeah, exactly. Now here come the torps, and if I would, like, I can't switch to go forward fast enough, I don't have the maneuverability here. I can purge the ping, which does nothing. Well, it doesn't citadel me, but... So, saved by the bell, I guess. Turns out, we just reached 1,000 points and won the battle, which is pretty lovely there. And once again, just, you know, showing that caps are important. Not that anyone has realized this recently. But this game is what happens so much recently, right? It's just that at least one team is ignoring the objectives completely. It's a very sad state that the game is in these days. I have a feeling that most people that play the game right now are probably just relatively new. All of the veterans have, or most of them have just quit. And we are left with a bunch of people who haven't really figured out where the front and the rear part of the ship is yet. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time.